Ace Podcast.
This is the Super Co-op Squad Podcast, episode 65. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Nintendo's Mini Direct and what it entailed in it, what is up with 2018, what games do we have in store, and also what is up with movies coming up. Don't forget, we got games, speedrun, fan faves, and don't forget everybody's favorite, gamer trivia.
All right, guys, welcome back to the first episode in 2018 where the full squad is here and ready to talk.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, everybody's back. Everybody's refreshed. The new year's here, and we're ready to get back into the normal swing of things after a couple of, some changes to the last few episodes. I'm your host, Johnny Mack, and I'm here with my good friends and my fellow co-host, Garrett Laney. Woohoo! And Joshua Gerard.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Joshua's back with his
Tell a friend.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yeah, guys, so if you guys are new to the podcast, we are the Super Co-op Squad, and every week we talk about the latest games, movies, comics, news, everything pop culture, everything nerdy. We'll get into a little bit of the biggest topics from the previous week. We'll discuss those things, have some fun, do some games, and just enjoy ourselves. Before we hop into the content today, though, we want to make sure you have your spoiler alert, and this is going to be your terrible spoiler of the week.
Have you seen the movie Your Name?
No.
Okay, well, at the end of Your Name, they don't know each other. It was all a waste of time.
All right. Well, that's your terrible spoiler of the week. I have no context for that, but hopefully you do. But for the real spoilers, guys, if you don't want to know what's going on or want to skip some segments, make sure you go to our show notes. You'll be able to look there on the link. That's going to be in the summary, in the details and description of this episode. Click that. It'll take you directly to the show notes. You'll be able to look at what we're talking about, some pictures, the timestamps, and that way you can just kind of mosey on past anything that you don't want to know about or want to keep in the dark on. But other than that, I think we're ready to get this thing kick-started.
Before we do that.
Oh, he's got something extra.
It's good to be back. Sorry, I was sick. I caught some flu stuff.
One more thing.
Yeah, I should just change your name to that.
But, I thought it was a very good Brawl episode. It was very well done. We were scared kind of earlier on, like last year. We're like, oh man, if we ever miss a guy, we're not going to do that great.
I was never scared of this.
You guys did really well.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I'm going to take a page out of Garrett's book. So first off,
my God.
Microsoft won that battle for Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus. Land Before Time is the best movie out of that whole entire fan faves.
Wrong. Iron Giant is, but please continue.
Debatable. Garrett, look, I'm sorry. I said something, Vivi called me out. My bad. I don't think it was the end of the world. I had a point. I don't remember what it was. Also, Johnny, I told you so with Nintendo, so suck it.
Oh, there you go.
It's not like I haven't been very forthright in the fact that I gave Nintendo's props.
You have, but to shatter its own record for Nintendo Wii, it's pretty awesome.
All right. Well, I don't think I deserve that, but fine. All right. So let's get into this thing. So speaking of Nintendo, Nintendo just recently had their, what we're dubbing, I suppose, in the rest of the pop culture world is calling their mini direct, a 15-minute direct that they had released at the end of last week, which went over several games very quickly, but several games, more than several, that they're releasing over the next 3 to 5 months. Some of those things coming out earlier than that. So we won't spend too much time on any one game, but we'll talk about some of the big ones. So I'll go down the list very quickly, and then we'll just chat about the ones we feel best about. So we've got The World Ends With You Final Mix, Pokken Tournament Additional DLC, the game Kirby Star Allies, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Odyssey new modes and costumes. I think it's got like Balloon Luigi or something like that. DK will be an additional DLC in Mario Rabbids. And then, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze will be receiving a port along with new content with Funky Kong and some differences there, as well as a Dark Souls remaster coming to the console. So yeah, a lot of stuff there, guys. A little meaty, a little depthy. So it's good.
Yeah, for 15 minutes too. Like there's a lot coming out.
I really like their new structure where it's just like, here's the headline. This is what we're about to talk about and let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's really quick. It's really, to the point.
Yeah, it's good. And, I see here the thing I was worried about with them was kind of some fatigue with their normal brands or franchises and what we were going to receive in 2018. They had their big kind of hitters all released in 2017 with the Zelda game, a Mario game, And those are the two biggest franchises, and they're bringing some things to the console. Some of the side franchises, Kirby, for whatever reason, hasn't been huge in the limelight. He's had a lot of games, but they've been kind of side games. So Kirby's getting a new game, the Mario Tennis game, additional Mario Odyssey content, supporting that with DLC, which is a big plus for Nintendo. And then, some ports. That's good.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff. And I mean, surprise to me, Dark Souls just coming out on the Switch. Take it on the go.
Yeah. And it's not only for the Switch. They're releasing it for PS4 and Xbox One, and I think Steam down the line too. But yeah, this is a good sign that we're going to get more mature rated content on the Switch. I'm actually curious to see if all the online support is going to work exactly the same on the Switch as it's done in its previous iterations.
Did Dark Souls 1 though have that much online content?
Yeah, Demon Souls did too.
Okay. For me, that's not a big thing. I think honestly, none of this really sits with me as something crazy good, but I can appreciate that they're doing what they can to continue putting out content. But I mean, honestly, if we look at this though, with Kirby, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 remasters or remakes, there's nothing completely new. There's some good DLC, but there's really only 2 new games out of that whole bunch, with Mario Tennis Aces and Kirby Star Allies.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, you have something to give people to play. And not only that, most of these are going to be titles that people want to play.
I think I'd probably argue that. I'm not saying that they're not going to be games people are going to play, but I mean, how many people are going to rebuy Pokken if you already have Pokken tournaments?
Well, the people that are going to play it are going to be the people that kept the game. People that wanted to get rid of it don't care for any DLC.
Yeah, and so that's what I mean is like, okay, well, you're not reaching out to too many more people with that particular DLC. Same thing with like Hyrule Warriors. Like, if you've already purchased that on the Wii U, are you gonna buy it again just for the DLC when you could maybe just buy that cheaper? Like, these are questions that I think.
Well, for me, yes, I'll be buying the Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition just because it's all the DLC out. Now you can take it on the go. Where, I mean, yeah, they made it on the 3DS, but it was a little choppy. The frame rate wasn't as good. And I don't even think it had all the DLC, but now you can take it on the go on your brand new Switch and have fun.
Yeah, it's all DLC from the Wii U version and the 3DS version. And 3DS had, I think, more supported content.
Well, what I'm seeing here is there's, Nintendo knows the Wii U wasn't their most successful system, so they want to bring their hit games onto the Switch.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And World Ends With You hasn't been out for over 10 years on the original DS.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite games. Did either of you play that or beat that?
No.
I played it.
Okay. Did you beat it?
I did not beat it.
Okay.
I heard it's really good. It's a really good game.
It probably, I mean, if you put it up there with like actual gaming mechanics, it's probably one of like the top 10 RPGs of all time, in my opinion.
Damn.
It is really good. Story is a little rough. It's not the greatest story in the world, but the mechanics in the game are super fun, and it really challenges you in a way a lot of RPGs don't, only because you have to use 2 screens at the same time. And it's not like, one screen's your main screen, the other screen is like your
info map or
a little bit of like side gaming. It's like you literally have to fight with both screens at the same time. And so that multitasking is something you never have seen in an RPG before.
No, if I remember, that was heavily touch based.
Yeah, they did announce that this will support touch controls.
Yeah,
does the Switch even have touch controls?
It does. Just no one ever implements it.
One of the screens has, in the DS game had to use touch. The other one didn't. So,
well, yeah, that's how the DS works.
Right. So I'm just saying it wasn't all that way. You didn't have to play the game that way if you don't want to.
Okay. Been a while.
Yeah. You ever use the touch screen to select your game on the Switch?
No, but because it wasn't like movement touch based or something like that.
No,
it's been a while.
Yeah, 10 years.
Well, glad they're releasing on the Switch so I can play it again.
I'm surprised we have a new Mario Tennis game after the last one that came out less than 2 years ago just bombed.
Was there another Mario Tennis game?
On the Wii U, yeah, Mario Tennis Open.
They did
not remember that at all.
Nobody does.
See, I'm thinking like, oh man, there hasn't been a Mario Tennis game since 64.
No, well, they had one on the GameCube. Well, no, that one was the Smash Open, I think was the Wii U version. But no, it did terrible, had terrible reviews.
Well, this one looks fun.
It does look fun. it actually does look quite a bit of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably not going to play this, but I really like what they're doing with the new mode in Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, it seems kind of fun. I probably won't touch up on it too much. You have 30 seconds to hide a balloon anywhere on the map, and people have 30 seconds to find it. Mm-hmm. So it seems pretty cool. There's a lot of kind of, again, one of my favorite things about that game is the movement options that you have and you know, how you can control Mario. So I can see people getting things in some pretty kind of like funky or fun places. And you got 30 seconds to get it.
Yeah, but post DLC, that's not just like campaign content, it's multiplayer type of content. And they already have, races and stuff in that game that are themed or timed. So it's cool that they're adding that type of content. And you see Luigi in there, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I like Luigi better than Mario. So.
It kind of sucks though that, Luigi's here and Odyssey. Oh, he's an NPC.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
You know how hard it'd be to play that game as Luigi?
Why?
Sliding around all over the place.
I think it'd be awesome.
All the platforming and stuff. If you play Mario Galaxy
It could be
as
fun.
Luigi.
If Luigi were in this game as a playable character, I'd probably play it. So there you go.
Super Luigi Odyssey.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. All right. Well, it seems like that's what we've got on this Nintendo Direct. Hopefully you guys check this out. If you didn't, we'll have a link for it in the show notes. So go ahead and check that out, and you'll be able to watch that there. And otherwise, give us some shout outs, guys. Let us know what you guys think of that Nintendo Direct and what stood out to you. We barely talked about Kirby Star Allies, so it seems like no one was really big on that game. Maybe you were. Hit us up, contact at scspodcast.net or on Twitter at Super Co-op Squad.
I mean, it looks fun.
It does look fun.
All right. Fan favorites. Every week we pick 5 rapid fire questions and each host answers to find where we stand united and opposed in our fandoms. So play along. Let's find out just what are your fan favorites. And make sure you do that now. You can go to our show notes or on the summary of this episode where you're listening right now, whether that's on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play. There'll be a link there for you guys to click or just put into your browser, depending on what you're listening on. Go there. It's 5 quick multiple choice questions. Pick the one that you want, and from there, we'll be able to have your vote featured on next week's episode. So if you're listening to episode 65 right now, in that summary, there will be a link for episode 66. Click that, take the poll, and boom, we'll have your statistics added to the poll. All right, JG, it was your pick, man, first week back. So what you got for us, man?
All right. So I got the pick. Everybody likes a bad guy, right? Everyone likes a villain.
I don't know what a villain is.
It's how the fancy people say villain.
I don't think that's true.
It's not. But I see where he was going.
It's just how it's spelled, villain. All right, so admit it, we all deep down inside love ourselves a good villain. Some of us want to see the world burn, while others, they just want some gummy berry juice. You guys know what that's from, right?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare.
Okay. He's doing it.
They are the gummy bears.
I know they're the gummy
Just wait
bears.
for the song then.
All right, I shouldn't have done that. Okay.
You set them up.
All right, I'm done.
Dang, he's getting on me. All right, choose who you believe is the better villain of the two. This
All
is
right.
baddest of the bad.
Okay.
Fan phase. All right. Number one, Mojo Jojo or James Plankton. Sheldon James Plankton from SpongeBob.
Plankton.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo. Magica Dispel from DuckTales or Xanatos from Gargoyles.
Xanatos.
Xanatos. Shredder from Ninja Turtles, of course, or Venom from the old Spider-Man cartoon.
Shredder.
We are Venom. Kilgrave from Jessica Jones or the Governor from Walking Dead.
Comic Governor.
I'm not sure if that was the option.
I was going based on TV show.
Yeah, so I'm ad-libbing that one because he's not the real governor. So go ahead, continue.
Okay.
Kilgrave.
Megatron from Transformers or the Joker.
Megatron.
Joker.
Megatron. That's 5.
All right, let's break this down. And we actually did, by just a tad bit, beat our last week numbers.
Yeah, we did.
So you guys are out there just putting in work, man. Keep it up because I'm liking this trend. It's awesome. All right, so the first one, Mojo Jojo versus Plankton.
Mojo Jojo's better.
It's a better baddie.
He created the Powerpuff Girls.
He did?
Yep.
I just like the fact that Plankton, he he's like an amoeba, and yet he really tries hard to like achieve a lot, man. He's got a lot of handicaps.
He's running a failed restaurant. All his whole entire life goal is to steal someone else's work, which he never, ever, ever does.
What does Mojo Jojo accomplish?
Mojo Jojo's accomplished creating the Rowdy Rough Boys.
He's terrorized the city.
He's terrorized the city a lot more than Plankton has, I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I feel like Plankton has the deck absolutely stacked against him.
That doesn't make him a better bad guy.
I think it does. I think if Mojo Jojo were in the same position, he would not have achieved what Plankton has.
Manager of a restaurant?
And he is a villain. He's a villain a lot of times. So yeah, he's had mind control devices. He's created an AI love interest. Like,
I mean, he was singing with SpongeBob about fun.
That's fine. I mean, that was not actually him. Wasn't that when he got his mind like changed or warped or something? I don't think that was like him.
No. That was him.
Yeah. So I still, either way, I still think that Mojo Jojo has a lot of pluses that if he's like a white person versus a black person in America, if Mojo were in the same position as Plankton, this would not go so well for Mojo. That's all I feel.
I got nothing to say about that.
Moving on.
Oh. So listeners, 75% chose Mojo Jojo, 25% of you made the right choice and chose Plankton. All right, next we got Magica Dispel versus Xanatos.
For those that watch Gargoyles, Xanatos is a badass villain.
He's so cool.
He's manipulative, he's sly, he creates his own robot gargoyle.
He's number one.
Yep.
He's got his own butler. Is he really a butler though?
No,
he acts like a butler.
Turns out he was a troll or something, or some sort of trickster.
He was guy.
Puck. He was Puck, but Owen. Then he got that stone hand.
Yeah.
No, Xanatos is way cooler.
He's got a cool voice.
I mean, he befriended Demona. That's evil right there.
All right, cool. Well, Magica Dispel lost. Xanatos took 60% of the votes to the 40% for Magica.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Shredder from TMNT versus Spider-Man. I'm sorry, versus Venom in Spider-Man.
They're both, good villains. I think Venom is more. I mean, Shredder's just kind of a constant. Like Venom is like dangerous. Like Venom takes over Spider-Man essentially. The symbiote controls him and is just wrecking havoc, and it's almost impossible to stop once he's on you.
Well, you just need a couple bells, and you'll be okay.
This ain't the new Spider-Man movie. I don't think that's how it worked in the cartoon.
That is.
That's how it worked in the cartoon.
Absolutely. That's how Vinny. That's how you heard the symbiote. He's weak to fire and
high pitched noise
and sonics. Subsonics is what it is.
Gotta go fast.
So that's not that kind of Sonic.
Well, sure. You just knock him in a trash can and then he's done.
I guess it depends on what Shredder is your Shredder, right? Like, if you think of like the TV show, then maybe not. Maybe he's kind of a little hokey. But if you think of like the Shredder from that 1989 movie or whatever, that guy was a little fearsome.
Yeah. And then, in the second movie, he was just like, raw, I'm gonna rage and just collapse my own bridge under me.
See, but little known fact about the second and third movie and why they did so poorly was because for whatever reason, parents in that time did not like the Turtles movies and the violence that they displayed.
No, they did not.
And so I don't know how this happened, but the next movies were forced. They were forced by some producer to not allow them in any way to utilize their weapons. Mm-hmm. That's why in those films you only see them like using fish or throwing a sausage at someone. Yep. So it completely undermined the movies, and thus Shredder couldn't be Shredder. He couldn't use any of his abilities.
Yep. And then
wait, ninjas used weapons?
Yeah. So there's that. All right. So 80% chose Venom to the 20% choosing Shredder. So yeah, I'm taking some lumps here this week.
All right. Next up, Kilgrave versus the Governor.
All right. So I say the comic Governor only because the Governor that we see in the TV show is not the way that he should have been displayed. And it's really a poor reflection of the character and why he was so awesome. So the real Governor is just a sadistic, mean-spirited jerk, man. Like he rapes, not that I approve of rape, but like this is how bad he is. He's raped main characters. He's killed main characters. He's killed children. Judith, who's the little girl that, is Rick. He killed her and the mom, one shot. This guy is a grade A jerk, and he was someone to be feared in the comic, and he's not that way in the show.
Okay.
So that's why I chose Comic Governor.
Well, I chose Kilgrave because he's sadistic as well. He also raped a girl as well. And
Minnie.
And he uses mind control for his own whatever. And that's pretty creepy when you just tell everybody to, point a gun at each other in the station and just hang out.
It was very uneasing for me. Like, as a viewer, because I only know him from the Jessica Jones Netflix show.
Yeah.
He scared me. Like, just being able to just say whatever you want and you get to learn more about him and how this is more like, oh, he always had to watch what he's saying and, he didn't always want to be bad kind of thing or he didn't mean to be bad, but just he scares me. And with that kind of power, it's really creepy.
And he was a creeper. He was a creeper himself. He had Jessica's neighbor stalk her and take pictures of her so he can get his next high.
That's true.
Yeah. So what do we got, Johnny?
All right. So we had 55% in the governor's favor. He won that poll. He's still staying in office. And Kilgrave, despite his mind control, couldn't get votes swayed to him.
I see what you did there. Well,
so
Herschel.
Last up, we have Megatron versus the Joker.
Now, they both pretty much do the same thing. They're always scheming, always showing up to ruin the day.
I don't know. I think Joker oddly commands a lot more respect than Megatron does.
Well, I guess if you look at it from the outside in at like what the Joker does and how like specifically targeted some of his antics are to hurt people or maim them or psychologically scar them. But in the grand scope of things, he's just one man, maybe hurting at his best, a couple 100,000 people at his best. Whereas Megatron, he invokes world ending dilemmas.
He does when Starscream isn't up his butt. You don't see anyone over at Joker like, oh, I'm going to take Joker's place.
That's fine. I mean, he has people around him that want to, take his spot. But either way, Megatron command, and even Starscream only does it underhandedly. he would never challenge Megatron openly, which has been proven. So I feel like Megatron was the worst villain because he could end the world. And Joker, he could kill some people, but eventually he can be shot and killed, or he might only affect one city.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's tried to end the world a couple times.
I read a lot of comics, man.
It's not injustice, man. Come on.
Yeah, I read a lot of comics, and I'm speaking just from reading these things. I have never seen him do anything more than affect like Gotham, maybe a couple of cities.
Yeah, Megatron is he'll do it on his own too. Joker just wants to get to the bat.
True. That's a fair point as well. Either way, I knew I was going to lose this one. There's no question. And I did. And so did Joshua. 100% to 0.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, but that was to be expected, man. Like, people love the Joker and Mark Hamill. Megatron's not that way.
This is true.
All
People don't love Frank Welker the same way.
Nope. Well, that is fan favorites, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure you go take that poll wherever you're listening to this episode. Click that little link that's going to be there. Take the quick poll for next week. If you want to get in on this week's episode, it'll be there in the notes as well, and also on that summary. You can do that by going to scspodcast.com or click the link that we have there for you. 2017 saw some great games. We saw great movies, television shows. A lot came and went, and I think we can all look back and say that it was a pretty good year in general for most forms of media that people could enjoy: comics, books, movies, everything. So what do we got coming up this year? So we'll start with games. And let's rather than go down this entire list, because there's a lot of games I put on here. These are just some of the big ones. Let's talk about some of the games that are important to us for this year.
Sounds good.
So I guess the first game that I'm really looking forward to, I think is going to be a standout, is there's a lot on this list, but I gotta say it's probably going to be Kingdom Come. It comes out February 14th. It is an RPG that's going to be set kind of in the Middle Ages, or the feudal era of Europe kind of thing, and you're pretty much
medieval.
Feudal works. Thank you.
I don't know. When I hear feudal, I think other people think Japan.
Yeah, but that's not true. Feudal could stand for Europe as well.
Time period.
Yep. So yeah, feudal Europe, and I feel like this is going to be a really in-depth, really fun RPG. Maybe in the vein of Elder Scrolls, but less magic and more realism, which will be pretty cool.
I've literally never heard of this game.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. Yeah, it got announced at last year's E3.
Yeah, it's very under the radar.
I think this is going to do well. So that's my first one.
Like a story?
Yeah, it's got a very strong story element to it.
Well, I guess what I'm really asking is it single player? Is it
it's a single player game.
Okay.
From what I understand, there's no co-op in this game, but I think that's going to be a really good one.
Nice. Dragon Ball is my first one. It's coming up in a couple weeks. Shoot 'em up, beat 'em up. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Well, isn't it a fighter?
Yeah, shoot 'em up meaning like key blast.
Got it. Very misleading there.
The Dragon Ball shmup.
Yes, that would actually probably be pretty fun. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun game, man. It's keeping the resurgence of fighting games coming along and chugging.
They still haven't even released everything about it, which is kind of interesting. The only thing they haven't really shown off is how the Shenron and the Dragon Balls come into play, like in game. Because like you earn Dragon Balls, and then once you acquire certain tasks, you get all 7, and then Shenron appears, and then you get a wish that favors or does not favor both sides of the battle.
Oh, like during the fight?
During the fight, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like during
in a match.
Okay. I thought it was like a side thing, like a collectible kind of thing throughout matches. And then when you get all 7, you get to choose what character you want to unlock.
No.
Bring him back from death.
Nothing like that. They haven't announced all the characters, though.
I think it's a good thing. I mean, I really don't want to go into a game or you know how I feel about these things with all the information out there. It leaves nothing for me to explore, you know? So, especially in a fighting game. I guess maybe if it's an RPG where there's just hundreds of hours you can put in, but with a fighting game, I don't want to know all the characters. I want to get some surprises on that roster, maybe some modes I don't know about. Like, give me those things to find.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, and I agree with you for the most part, except for when it comes to the roster. I think people would like to know what characters are in this game, what fighters they can use. And of course, if you can still have that secrets, you can have secret characters and unlockable characters, DLC characters, and buy them. But, you know, you can still have that surprise. But I think for a fighting game, it's good to know what characters you can look at, what kind of characters they are. Is it a rushdown character? Is it kind of like a keep away grappler? You know, you can really get informative and know what you want to play.
Well, I mean, it's literally obvious that you can't have a whole secret roster. You've got to tell some. But I want to know, if there are 6 characters in there that are secret or unlockable, I don't want to know who they are. Like,
absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously they got to tell some characters. That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
So, for me, first up, and this is a first for me, Monster Hunter World. I'm getting in there. This is going to be my first time playing Monster Hunter, and for it finally coming on the Xbox, that's like exactly what I needed. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a massive world where you can play with people and, you know, team up and hunt these giant monsters and look for, you know, materials and make that dragon armor that you're looking for. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's the first game in a while for me that I'm looking forward to. And I'm like, man, I wish it was coming out a little bit earlier. Like, I already want to play it. I've looked at stuff about it. It looks fun. And I'm looking to go the beta route, like Sword Art Online, and just be a beta cheater, solo and everything. So that's going to be probably my path, if possible.
Well, I don't know. Did the beta even come out on Xbox?
No, I just meant like more so like the solo side, like Kirito does, and just he goes out there and he's just soloing campaigns, man.
I don't think you can do that in Monster Hunter.
I can't play on my own?
You can play on your own. You're not going to get very far.
That's what most people said in Sword Art Online. And Kirito proved them all wrong.
Oh, the anime where you can just make whatever you want up, and then they have a great character that they just completely undermine in the second season?
That's true, but I'm living in the first season.
Okay. So, all right. Fair enough.
He hasn't gotten to season 2 yet.
I watched the whole thing.
No, I mean in your example.
Oh, nor will I, because that's going to be Monster Hunter World, like DX or something.
Oh, he's just going to watch season 1 over and over and over again.
Yep.
There's a lot of good games. I don't know. We'll see what Sea of Thieves does, because if that has expansive content and it stretches far, sure, give it a go. We all played it a couple times.
On this whole list, besides one game, that is the game I'm least looking forward to. I just don't care about this game. They give me no reason to care because I don't see any point to what I'm doing. Much like I feel, personally anyway, for like Minecraft and Terraria. Like, I don't see a point to what I'm doing here.
You got quests. You hunt for booty.
Yeah.
Getting gold and treasure.
What quest? Have you seen a quest?
Yeah, I have.
What quest was there?
There's a few different quests. You actually had to go inside a cave and you had to essentially loot hidden treasure.
So the whole goal was for us to get on this ship, go to this island, and then get the treasure, and that's it. Like, I don't know. I just haven't seen depth yet.
I mean, solving puzzles, and there's other.
Have you seen puzzles?
There's puzzles. It's treasure hunting.
It's not puzzles. Treasure hunting is not
clues.
puzzles.
Yeah, there are clues, and X marks the spot kind of thing. It's a little bit more detailed than that. You just haven't seen any gameplay
and
trailers.
You have another band of pirates after the same treasure that you gotta beat.
I don't think that you guys have seen puzzles.
Have you seen any other trailer that does not have you on a ship?
Yes. Were there puzzles that you saw?
Yes.
What did you do in these puzzles?
You solve clues. You look at clues. You follow the steps. You look for symbols or landmarks and stuff. You're treasure hunting.
I don't know.
That's a whole puzzle.
I think that's a puzzle.
Puzzle doesn't mean you have to push a block.
That's more like an Easter egg hunt. But
no.
Yes. Yes.
Puzzle. Treasure hunting and clue solving is a puzzle. Clue solving is a puzzle.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'll have to agree to disagree on that.
It's
but this game does not look good to me.
2-1. It's a puzzle.
That's fine.
There's mini games on here. Johnny, do you have another pick?
You can go.
All right, cool. Far Cry 5. Looking forward to it. I'm really kind of interested in more single player games. Multiplayer's fun and all, but and this does have co-op, but it's not needed. But it's gonna be fun. Finally exploring America and in this Far Cry universe kind of thing, and just the weapons that you can get, the items that you can use, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of skills there are. Because you would have to level up and get skills. It's Far Cry, which is funny. You couldn't say that back in like Far Cry 2 Primal or Instincts, I think, back on the Wii. So it's cool to see how far Far Cry has gone. And I'm looking forward to this one.
Nice.
You don't have Detroit on this list. How dare you?
Which game?
Detroit Become Human.
Is that coming out this year?
Yeah, it should. I hope it does.
We'll see.
I
put a lot of question mark ones because we have no clue when they're releasing. So I couldn't put all question marks. I tried to put ones that we know are coming.
Well, that's the question mark. It should come out this year. I don't know why it wouldn't come out this year.
Well, we have a lot of games from Sony that are kind of in the air. The Last of Us 2, we don't know. Like Death Stranding, we don't know.
Yeah, those aren't coming out this year.
And I feel the same way about Detroit. Like we've got no hard line number from them.
Yeah,
there's a lot of seen much more gameplay of Detroit than we have of Death Stranding or hell.
We've seen Last of Us 2 a bit.
Have we seen gameplay? Because I know
we haven't seen gameplay. No,
all right, there we go.
We haven't seen much gameplay for Detroit though either.
There have been like 3 instances. There's a whole demo.
There's 4.
I've seen that, but it's like a trailer. It's not like
that's the game.
Yeah, okay, but it's like mixed into a trailer. It's not like someone starts the game and we're watching someone play through for 8 minutes.
No, that's exactly what you're doing.
I don't think that's what it is.
It is
from when I saw it. That's not the impression that I got.
Well, based off what they're showing, I think Detroit is much further along than most of their other Sony's other games.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't think it's coming this year, and they don't have a date. There's no date listed at all for it.
Well, it has. We've seen more of that than Crackdown.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But Microsoft didn't have much. So
and they're continuing not to have much. It looks like.
Yeah, my year-end game is Spider-Man.
I think Spider-Man's going to be good.
Spider-Man's going to be awesome.
We'll see if it holds up. But yeah, from what we've seen, it does look interesting. So all right. Well, those are games that we're interested in 2018. That should be some of the exciting stuff for us. So let us know what you guys thought. What games are going to be the standout picks for 2018 for you? Gamer trivia time. So every week, 2 of us go head to head in a best of 3 trivia contest. The winner will retain bragging rights and stay and play again next week. The loser, you're a loser. You make next week's trivia. That's how it goes. But either way, you get to play along and you get to find out how much gaming knowledge you have. You're never well, I guess you still could lose, but you always get to play. All right. Garrett, what do you got for us?
Garrett, you're doing trivia?
Is it you, Joshua?
So I said it before. Best movie on that fan faves list last week.
All right. Land Before Time.
Land Before Time.
This is interesting.
Land Before Time trivia.
Let's see what we got.
But now I got to scratch a question.
It's been a very long time.
So 2 questions.
2 questions. All right. Okay. We're going to scratch that one. That one's going to stay. Okay. I guess we'll do it this way. Cool. Question number 1. Out of the 5 main characters of this story, which dinosaur does not belong? Or in other words, which of these is not a dinosaur Is it A, Stegosaurus? Is it B, Apatosaurus? Is it C, Bronchiosaurus? Or is it D, Parasaurolophus? Is that how you say it? Parasaurolophus? Parasaurolophus. Yeah, that's how you say it. So which of these is not a dinosaur of the 5 characters? I have Johnny's answer. I have Garrett's answer. Johnny, you said D, Parasaurolophus. Man, it's been a while since I've done some dinosaurs.
It's funny that you chose a question that you can't say the words to.
Yeah, you had your pick.
I understand. But when was the last time you said all the dinosaur names?
Well, you could have actually gone with their actual names.
Or you could have...
Ducky.
We all know the names of the characters. That's
well, which one of these is not a dinosaur?
Or you could have just not had a question in which you could not pronounce the word. But it's fine.
You had options, sir.
Okay. Can I do my trivia?
Go ahead.
Can you?
Yeah, yes, I can. Yes, I can. So, Johnny, you picked D. Gary, you said the same thing. You said D. Parasaurolophus. See, I got it. Correct answer, mother suckers, is C, Bronchiosaurus.
There we go.
Is that a dinosaur?
Well, none of the characters are that type of dinosaur.
Oh, bro. The way you phrased that question made it seem like which one of these is not a dinosaur. Please read your question. It's fine. I'm not going to argue I got it wrong, but just read your question.
I rephrased it the second time. You nodded at me. I said, in other words, which of these is not a type of dinosaur in the group?
Did you get this gist? What did you think the question was?
Which one of these was not a dinosaur?
Yes, Joshua. I know that little fit is a bronchiosaur.
He's actually not. He's a Apatosaurus.
Oh, he's an apatosaur. Okay.
Yeah. So
either way.
No. You can't say anything after that.
Yes, I can. Either way, your question, literally, we thought it was another question. We did not even know what your question was. Both of us at the same time. Like, fully. But okay. It's fine. It's fine.
You got it wrong. Both of you.
Okay.
Both of you got it wrong. All right. I got to read this more carefully because if you out there didn't understand the question, I apologize. That's what happens when you take a week off. Question number 2. During development, the female Triceratops, whose named Sarah, was originally going to be a male character. What was the name of this male character supposed to be?
How are we supposed to know this?
I don't know. That's why it's trivia. After that last one, I had to come up with something hard. Is it A, Bambo, B, Junior, C, Timothy, or D, Horny? I have Johnny's answer and I have Garrett's answer. Johnny, you said it was B, Junior, and Garrett, you said it was A, Bambo. The correct answer is A. It's Bambo.
Okay.
Would you really have been mad if it was Horny?
Yes. That's correct for Josh or
for Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah, it's correct for Garrett. And incorrect for you, Johnny. Score is 1-0. I still got fun facts. Land Before Time came out in 1988. It was the highest grossing animated film until The Little Mermaid came out 5 years later.
That's cool.
That's pretty crazy.
The Little Mermaid did not come out in 93.
When did it come out?
It came out like 88, 89.
No?
Yeah.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Sure?
Yep.
Sure not like 91?
It's not 91, and that's not 5 years.
I understand that.
1989.
Okay. Well,
It was
the
kind of
highest
fun.
grossing film until Little Mermaid came out. I was just doing my research.
A couple months later.
All right. Question number 3. The Land Before Time used many different themes to describe nature or animals, such as sharp tooth for T-Rex. Follow along, Johnny? We good? Does that make sense?
It was literally, I guarantee you it was Garrett for sure, and the whole audience had no clue what your question was. But okay.
I'm just making sure you understand this one. Okay?
Directed at Garrett.
Yeah, that's...
Get out of here.
You got it, Garrett? These are themes, right? Themes.
Got it.
Okay, which of these themes were not used to describe something in the movie? Just want to make sure we're on an even playing field. Is it A, green food, B, the Great Earth Shake, C, the bright circle, D, big mouths, or E, they are all used as descriptions in the movie?
Fuck you guys and your E's.
You're the one that always started.
I
all
only
that.
do it because I hate you guys for doing it. Whenever you do it, I do it again. But if you guys stop doing it, I will stop doing it.
I have Garrett's answer.
This movie, it's so long.
I have Johnny's answer. Both of you have picked D. Big mouths is not a term used in the movie.
I'm pretty sure if it's not this one, it's A.
Well, the correct answer is E. They are all used as descriptions.
I knew for sure most of them were. I could not remember Big Mouth.
Yeah, green food is described for leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Great Earth Shake, of course, is the earthquake. The bright circle is the sun, and big mouths are described as Ducky's whole species.
Oh, that's right.
They were referred to as big mouths.
Okay.
All right, so that is incorrect for both of you. Score is tied. Well, I'm sorry. Score is 1-0. Score is untied. 1-0. All right, bonus question time.
All right.
So, Garrett, vote.
Garrett's
Your
won.
point or not? And Johnny,
Wait for a question.
here it comes.
All right.
All right. Now I'm going to wait for Garrett's
Thank you.
answer. Johnny, I know what your answer is. All right. The bonus question. I had two. Which one should I choose? What is the name of the place that the dinosaurs are trying to reach that would otherwise be known as paradise?
I don't get it. I don't get it, Joshua.
You don't get what?
It's like you were us with the first three questions, and this last question is easy. Why?
Oh, you know everything at the end of the movie, but you don't know
Because
anything
literally
during
they talk
the
about
movie.
it. It's like the biggest. It's the easiest thing, Joshua. I know, Gary. The whole world got it right.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right. Well, you both sent me the same answer.
Because it's the right answer.
Of course, it's the Great Valley. Both of you got it right.
Oh man, if only there were two more questions for you to catch up on.
No, I'm fine with that.
All right. Well,
Damn consistency with the difficulty of these questions.
Garrett bet 0 points. Well, remember, I cut down 2 questions, so those might have been the easy ones.
I mean,
Saying
just
keep it at 5.
just why not have made a 1 or 2? I don't know. Like, all right, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go.
Garrett
I'm
won
not
trivia,
mad.
everybody.
Yeah, he did. I'm not mad I lost. I just like why are these questions ridiculous?
You remember Spike's first words?
Does he have words?
Yeah.
He does. That was going to be the other bonus question.
Mommy or something?
Nope.
Mama? I
Nope.
don't know.
Oh, I almost chose that one. You would have got it wrong.
What is it?
That would have absolved everything. What is it? Oh, you don't know either?
It's been a while. I remember he does say something. I don't remember what it was. Was it just Ducky?
It was.
Yeah, oh, look at that.
Ducky!
He said that in the first movie?
Yes.
At what point?
I believe at the end.
At the end when he's, I don't remember when, if they were running from the sharp tooth or he screams his,
Adoptive sister?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his sister. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, congrats. Gary got the dub there.
Ding, 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 clap, clap, clap. Hooray!
All right. Cool. So we've talked about games in 2018. Let's talk movies. We've got a lot of big movies coming out in 2018. We want to highlight some of our favorites and the ones that stand out to us. So again, this is a long list. I'm not going to go over every movie on this list. Should I go over every movie on this list? There's not, I guess, I don't know.
Very briefly. Just,
All right.
let's just do it in the order because
Black
it's all by
Panther,
dates.
Black Panther, Tomb Raider, The New Mutants, Avengers Infinity War, Solo, Deadpool 2, Ocean's 8, Incredibles 2, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Venom, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Bohemian Rhapsody. Those are the movies that we selected, or rather I selected.
You left one out.
You're welcome. What's movie's that?
Mary Poppins.
Oh, I saw that. I got cut. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mary Poppins Returns, y'all.
Disney's getting that money.
Somehow, some way. All right. Those are the movies that we selected as big ones. Now, which ones stand out to you guys?
I mean, we're all obviously pumped up for Black Panther, which just shattered its own pre-sales record.
Again, like it passed. Well, I mean, it had to have passed the record if it keeps going, but yeah, it now holds the record for the highest pre-sales for like a Marvel film.
Yep. And
which is
it
cool.
Still has a month left to come out.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind that's only on Fandango, but that is good. I mean, I barely use Fandango, so I don't know how many people actually do that.
Yeah, but I am excited to see this movie. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks quite different. I heard you guys talk about you're not a fan of Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I was going to say
curating all the music.
The more I hear about it, the less I'm actually excited for it.
The movie or
the movie? Yeah.
Aw.
Wow, that's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, they keep making, instead of making this just a cool Black Panther movie about another Marvel hero, they're making this a black people film. And that's,
Yeah.
I mean, in my, like, just make it a movie. I mean, I appreciate that you're making a Black Panther, and obviously it has to have black people in it because it takes place in Africa. Like, I get that, and it's a nation called Wakanda. It doesn't really exist. It's black people. But why do you have to do this where you have to make
it from one of those countries that our president called a shithole?
No.
Okay.
Wakanda is like a technological marvel. Like, it's the most advanced content or place on the earth in the Marvel cinematic universe.
Yep.
But yeah, like, don't make this a black film. And that's me being a black person. Just make it a film, man. We don't need to be separated from everybody else. So I'm not happy about this.
No, I agree with that. Still looking forward to the movie though.
I'll watch it.
Like, I'll watch it. I don't support what you're doing, but I'll watch it.
Not those things. I don't support those things.
Agreed. But
do we know who the director is?
Yeah, it's Ryan Coogler.
Coogler.
Yeah, that guy that I said had a cool name last week.
Yeah. I am surprised that Tomb Raider is coming out 1 month right after that. I didn't think Tomb Raider was going to come out this early.
We'll see how this goes.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it looks like pretty much a recap of the whole first game of the reboot.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a rehash. It seems like they're kind of using that same story or story elements. And that works for a game. I don't know how well that might work in a movie.
I'm a little hesitant on the supernatural aspect of it. Cause if you look at it from just what most of the game is, it's just action, adventure, survival kind of thing.
Until the end when it's supernatural.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm worried about is I think that game would have been better without the supernatural aspect, but would that have still been Tomb Raider? Cause there were dinosaurs you're fighting off in the original games.
Have you beaten like the original, any of the Tomb Raiders? Yeah. There's supernatural stuff in like almost all of them. Like not just dinosaurs, but like she fights kind of demon-y type weird things. I don't know.
Okay. So I didn't know it went that far.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's demons. Like don't think Devil May Cry like that, but
Devil May Cry.
But she's fought things that are like not of this world from like ancient amulets and stuff. So it's just part of the mythos of Tomb Raider.
Okay. Well, then I suppose it'll fit right in the movie then.
Sadly. Yeah, you know what? I don't know about anything else that really stands out to me like big time.
Come on, man. Infinity War?
I mean, yes, I'm excited for it, but am I excited in the same way that I was for maybe like Captain America Civil War or Winter Soldier? Not.
Oh.
You're bored of these movies, aren't you?
It's not that I'm bored. It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't see right now what they can do to draw me in anymore or bring something I haven't already seen. Like, yes, I suppose like seeing Iron Man fly or Cap do something with his shield or Spider-Man do something cool is cool to see, but I've seen these things now.
But this is Thanos kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, but him himself, what does it matter? Like, honestly, no offense, but like, I don't think that you would have really had a good grasp on, and probably still don't, on Thanos as a character, and many people don't before like these movies. So it's not like seeing Thanos on the screen is like some cool thing we've been waiting for because no one knew who he was and still doesn't. So for me, I'm like, okay, like what are you going to do to show me the next step in these movies? That's how I feel.
Okay. All right. I'm interested in seeing Spider-Man.
I mean,
I like the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I still like that he's in it, and I'll enjoy it. I'm sure I will enjoy the fun of it, hopefully.
But the excitement has waned.
Yeah, they give me something new, like with
Black Widow has platinum hair.
Yeah, no, it's probably a wig. I don't even know if she keep it that way. Like for instance, out of all the movies I can think of in this franchise, Winter Soldier was the one I think that has like brought us the best like difference. It gave us a great story and a very different take on what we saw, what those heroes do. Like it wasn't just this overpowered stuff. It was a little bit more grounded, a little bit more real, very visceral. And the rest of the movies are either in the camp of like the Avengers, where it's like over the top action, super big bad, gonna destroy the world type stuff, or campy like space adventure romp with Thor and the Guardians. So it feels like they all fit in one of those three categories. And I want more of the first and less of the last two.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So just, it's something you're excited for. I guess it's something you want to see, not something you're looking forward to.
I'm excited for it. I want to see it, but how many times are they going to rinse and repeat this same formula?
Yeah.
Every time.
So it stops working, I guess.
Yeah, true. I guess the movie that I am excited for is Incredibles 2.
There it is.
That has the potential for me to be amazing.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think it will be. I really like the first one. I think it's one of the movies that is overlooked a lot from Disney Pixar or whatever Disney. It's a mix of both of them that made this film. But I think that was overlooked, and it's kind of put to the side in place of other movies, and it's going to be awesome, I hope. So
Insert quote here.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Give me an Incredibles quote. That's not a super suit.
What
the
do you
greatest good you're ever gonna get.
I don't know. Like, I am the underminer. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of quotes in there.
I thought you were going to give me like one or two. You're one to quote a lot of stuff.
I don't know. It's not like a quotable movie like Toy Story, but it's really good.
This is true.
I had to watch it again. It's been a while.
Yeah, you felt that trivia we had on it. And you did terrible.
I sure did.
What do you guys think about Solo, a Star Wars story?
Don't care.
Coming May 25th.
Do not care.
No.
I'll check it out. I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it, but I will watch it.
He shoots first. That's all I know. All I need to know.
I'm more interested in Deadpool.
He
Yes.
doesn't shoot first, but yes, Deadpool I'm more excited in.
Jurassic
Han
World.
shoots first.
Han, so you're saying Han's a cold-blooded murderer?
When it's time, yeah.
No, I can't see that as his character. But okay. Yeah, well, hold on. Even the creator of this movie says that Han doesn't shoot first. You just say that he's lying to you?
You say the same thing about J.J. Abrams
He
and
said,
BB-8.
no, yes, in my favor. J.J. Abrams says it's a thumbs up. He literally has said this.
It's not a thumbs up.
So you're saying the creator is lying to you.
I'm saying that the creator is saying what Disney told him to say.
And what about George Lucas? Because he owned on his own with no other people. He owned Star Wars. No one else. And he has said Han Solo shot first. He has no reason.
So he said Han Solo shot
I'm
first.
sorry. I apologize. He said
Okay.
Han Solo did not shoot first.
I don't know what his reasoning is, but he's also lying.
Okay. All right. There we go. Mental gymnastics there. All right. That's pretty much it for me that I'm really looking forward to. Anything else for you guys?
No, I do not care for quite a lot of these movies. New Mutants, Ocean's 8, Venom.
I think New Mutants actually is going to be the one that shocks me. I think this could be the one that really shows me something different.
It will show you something different, which is why I'm so out of it. It's so different from...
It's just a horror film.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm looking for.
I think this is going to be it for me if they do it correctly. You know, it's coming from a pretty popular New Mutant storyline. So I would like to see this do well. I don't know if it will. You know, the Fox mutant movies have been hit or miss at times. I'm hoping this is a hit, but we'll
Has it been good, bad, good, bad, good, bad? Is this on the rotation for good or bad?
I don't know if it's always that orderly. I wish.
It's on good because Apocalypse was the last movie, and I heard that
Fair.
was not good at all.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay, it was not good.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Let me confirm that.
Well, now the interesting thing that I see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these movies are in some way influenced now by Disney. Either they've made them or they now own the company that has made them. And these are 8 of probably the top 25 like biggest expected movies of the year. And
I count 9.
what's the other one I'm missing?
The Panther, New Mutants.
Avengers, Solo,
Solo,
Deadpool,
Deadpool.
Incredibles. Venom, X-Men. That's
Yes,
8.
Venom, X-Men, and again, you
Mary
keep
Poppins.
skipping Mary Poppins for
Oh,
whatever
I
reason.
can't see it down there because it's like it's like on the page break. And Mary Poppins, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Mary
good.
Poppins.
Good.
I don't
Disney
know.
make more money.
When Mary Poppins is what 50s movie, right?
Not that long. I want to say probably 60s.
Yeah, it's-
70s at the latest.
I mean, that's a sequel, right?
Yes, this is a continuation.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle that.
It will be. There's probably going to be most likely there'll be some callbacks, but I think they're probably going to try and go in a different direction.
I wonder if it's going to be as much of a musical, or if not more than it was earlier on. Because a lot of their
Can you get more? Like
can.
it was a pretty musical movie.
you can get more. I don't want to see more. Like I think Mary Poppins had just enough, catchy songs in there as it was.
Yeah,
I don't think we need like every time you run into a new character, break out into song and dance. Like I don't need to see that.
I agree.
So that's what we got, guys, on the movies of 2018. We skipped most of the movies that were non kind of pop culture, in light of our audience, which is probably, hopefully, most likely pop culture themed. and caring about. So if there are other movies that you feel we missed out on, shoot us an email, contact at scspodcast.net. Let us know what movies you think will be big, fun, and important in 2018.
Oh, Pacific Rim. We forgot Pacific Rim.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Is it coming out this year?
Yeah. It is.
Absolutely. Pacific Rim should be on this list.
Yes, it should. And Rampage.
Not Rampage. All right. All right, guys, it's time for the speed run. Every week, we'll break down 10 news stories that didn't make it for a full segment, just didn't make it. We give ourselves 1 minute per topic before we move on to the next one, finished or not. Gotta go fast.
That's my cue, Gary. You gotta do it like this.
It's good to have you back in the speed run.
Well, Gary's gonna have his turn again.
All right, here we go. Warner Brothers sets a release date for Shazam. The movie is set to release April 5th, 2019, 4 months after the Aquaman film.
Oh, I could have swore Aquaman was this year. Are there no DC movies this year?
No, it is this year.
Aquaman's not this year.
No, I thought it was.
No, it's not. though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there no DC movies this year?
I mean, I'm sure that they have something coming to like DVD.
Aquaman got pushed back to 2019? Because we're in 2018.
Are
now.
you asking me or telling me?
I'm asking.
I don't know. I thought it was coming out 2018.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not 2018, but I mean, it's just one Google check away. But are you guys even excited for that?
Aquaman or Shazam?
Either one.
Not really. I mean, I'll watch it. I'm interested to see what they do, what DC, does with these franchises.
There's been a shakeup. They're talking new strategies, so we'll see what happens. As far, am I excited for these movies? No, I will watch them.
All right. And that is December 21st, actually, of 2018, so just on the cusp for Aquaman.
Or
Also-
that's a placeholder date.
Right, maybe placeholder. Also, as I'm looking here, Ant-Man and the Wasp, we didn't have on that list, comes out July 6th.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah, Shazam. We'll see.
Yep, we'll see.
We don't know.
Next.
Duplicated but never imitated.
Detective Pikachu is confirmed for a Western release this March and will release alongside a new Pikachu-themed 2DS XL and a new amiibo. So there was a trailer that was released, I think, yesterday?
Yeah, he's got a weird voice.
He does have a weird voice. I thought it was supposed to be voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
I think that's
Why?
the
That
movie.
does not sound... Oh, you're right. Wait, is there going to be a Detective Pikachu movie?
I think they're working on one.
They
okay. Okay, yeah, that's supposed to be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. The amiibo's like twice the size of a regular Pikachu
It's like
amiibo.
3 times. I don't understand why it has to be so big. And what are you going to put it on?
Are you guys excited for this game?
No.
No.
Like, why is this such a big deal?
Talking Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It's
I'm-
Pikachu.
Okay, I just don't get it. Like,
Anything Pokemon, especially Pikachu, like it gets a.
It's Pikachu, man.
I don't think it'll sell as well as people like think it will, just because it's a detective like theme game.
And I like
Puzzle
detective
type of
theme games, but a detective game in the Pokemon world doesn't sound very appealing to
Yeah,
me.
and where you have a different talking Pikachu.
Different talking Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean the trailer was alright.
is this normal Pikachu?
No. Like
How-
Ash's Pikachu?
How do you know this?
No. Next.
Bad news: the Solo Gambit film loses another director once again, as Gore Verbinski has left the film due to reported scheduling issues.
Ha, I don't care.
How do you leave because of scheduling issues? Like
He has other movies.
you had plans to do other stuff, and this didn't pan out.
Most likely.
Didn't finish on time.
I don't know. This Gambit seems to be along in the same boat as Flash here.
They say Channing Tatum's gonna still do the role, but
He has no choice.
Yeah, but I mean, what do? You just like, all right, I'm gonna take a little vacation. You guys still got to pay me, right? Right?
I don't know. Do they pay him if he doesn't do it?
No, man, he's not
they-
paid hourly.
Yeah, when the movie's done or something, right?
He's paid on a contract system, and he probably has, if he's a big enough star, he has probably a percentage of the box office, a very small percentage, that he also receives. That's a possibility as well for these guys. So yeah, he's paid a contract.
Yeah, but you're doing work and then you don't get paid because the movie got delayed.
Yeah, but let's say the flip side happens where like you finish a film that doesn't come out for 3 years. This happens, and you get paid for making your film, even though it doesn't come out for 3 years. So you can have it both sides.
Yeah. Well, this sucks.
Yeah,
It's not gonna come out
next.
Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on March 20th, and will feature improved visuals as well as all of the game's DLC.
Well, I guess they want to keep their trend of one game a year, remake or no.
They still might have another game too.
Yeah. Is this the first remake or remaster that they've done out of
No,
all
there's
Assassin's Creed?
a whole Ezio collection.
Was that a remaster
I would assume
or just
so.
a port?
I think it was just a here are the games bundle.
Yeah, I think that's what they were. They were ports, not remasters.
Well, yeah, okay, whatever.
I think this is good. Rogue was a pretty fun game, and it didn't get the appeal that it should have because it came out at the same time as Unity, which Unity really wasn't great, to be honest.
And it was exclusive to a last gen system.
Yeah,
last gen systems.
That hurt it too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'd never played Rogue.
Yeah, I mean, I think for a lot of people who liked was Assassin's Creed 4.
Black Flag.
Yeah, that's 4. Yeah, you'll like this. I guess it's almost the same thing.
Okay.
Except you're kind of a villain, sort of.
There you go. Isn't this Skinway? What's it? I don't know. I don't remember. Next. Pokemon Go will no longer be supported on iPhone devices that do not support iOS 11.
And the world continued to move, and no one cared or noticed.
Nothing of value was lost.
Can you even play Pokemon Go on an iPhone 4?
You could in the past.
I mean, is it like, does it work?
You know what it would work, it's just now it won't. You know what annoys me a lot is like news outlets, especially gaming ones, the big ones, all of them, they continue to like put out information about, Pokemon Go like we care. Nobody cares. Kyogre is going to be available on, Pokemon Go next week.
I don't care.
No one cares. Like, I mean, I don't know anyone personally. I know a lot of gamers and people that are in pop culture who plays Pokemon Go still. And this is from me, someone who actually enjoyed it for its first 6 months.
I think I might have saw someone play Pokemon Go yesterday at don't remember where.
Such a lost opportunity.
People still play it. They're very like secretive about it. Like, you never know. They're not like running into the street anymore.
It's just so sad. I remember when that was such a big thing. People were just having outing. Next.
New rumored Xbox Live achievement system could be included with loot boxes, quests, and content for your avatar, and might be called the Career.
Well, I haven't seen a lot of specifically what this is. I've been reading about it, but I like this.
Yeah, they're hinting about it. But, I mean, new quests and like random loot boxes for accomplishing different things in different games, mainly for your avatar.
They don't even support avatars. Well, I mean, obviously they do, but it's not at the forefront. It's not even like a tab.
You can't find it. Yeah,
exactly. It's okay. Thanks.
So bringing it back?
Maybe they're gonna pull it in the forefront.
Yeah,
maybe make it more of a notable thing.
I would just like ways for them to continue to make it that metagaming. Like for something for you to do in your game as well as play the game. It adds value. So find a way to bring that back. We've talked about this before, and it's really lagged. So clearly, Microsoft is listening to our podcast, and they're making their decisions.
Well, we should get a piece then.
Hashtag make Halo great again.
Yep. Yeah. Make Microsoft great again. They got nothing right now.
Trying to pull people away from Sony.
They keep next.
In production with Hyperkin, the Xbox Duke controller is set to release at the end of March with an MSRP price of $69.99.
That no one asked for.
Yeah, I've heard no one be like, yes, the Duke is coming back. Nobody wants that controller.
No.
Especially for $70.
And it's wired.
And it's...
Really?
The one screenshot I saw has a wire coming out of it. It could be a charge cable, but why would you take a picture with a charge cable? I don't know.
I don't ever hear that controller in the conversation of like greatest controllers.
PS2 and DualShock.
Yeah, exactly. DualShock
360 Pro controller.
Maybe GameCube controller.
But
no one says, "Oh yeah, the original Xbox controller."
It's kind of there with the 64 controller. I like the 64 controller, but I'm not gonna rave about it.
Yeah, it's unwieldy. Like
you wouldn't buy a N64 controller for the Switch for $70.
No.
You're thinking about it.
I was thinking about it, but you'd be so limited in your gameplay.
See, but you're only thinking about it because of your like fanboyism for Nintendo, not because you want it as a controller.
Absolutely right.
So
it'd be a nostalgic reason. I would not use it. Oh, check out my Switch 64. Next. The hit D&D live play series Critical Role returned last week with an all-new campaign featuring all new characters, but the same lovable crew.
Yes, I am so excited. So excited.
Did it disappear for a while?
Yeah, they've had about 6 months off on break. They finished their last campaign. I'm almost done with that. I'm on episode 97 of 115, so I'll be done in about 2 weeks with it, and I'll be listening to this season because it's coming as a podcast, which the other one does too. But they'll be releasing that episode 1 week after it releases on Twitch.
Nice. I'm on episode 6. So I'm probably just going to skip this campaign and head straight into this new one.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. You can listen to it at work.
I did like the character in episode 6, Crota.
Oh, Clarota.
Clarence.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, man.
And Matthew Mercer's voice with him was really cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. And so it's kind of a shame I'm going to miss out on 109 episodes.
Yeah.
I can always go back, but I probably won't.
You won't.
What's the clock time for the episodes? Are they an hour? Or?
They're like 3 to 5 hours
Each?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a session, man.
Which is why it's so... I feel so much pride in almost being done. I've listened to every episode.
Yeah.
Chandler was hitting me up about this. He's pretty far too, so he's enjoying it. He's saying he loves the new voices and everything.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So it'll be good.
I'll be listening to this episode 1.
Next.
Oh, and the excitement died. The Overwatch League debuts with over 400,000 viewers in its first league day on January 10th.
So me being the Overwatch player I am, it's okay.
You didn't contribute? Did you contribute?
Well, so it's a funny thing is when you're waiting to find the game, and there's a match going on, it'll come up with a pop-up saying Overwatch League live, and you can click on it and just really you can check you can check the score, see like who's playing and what the score is at the time there. 4,000 viewers is actually really cool. I didn't think there'd be that many people
400,000
tuned in for this.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of viewers.
That's pretty cool. One cool thing is that with the new Overwatch League debuting, there's new skins. Each team has their own colors, and each character has those colors. And so you can buy these colors with like league points, and we're not sure how to get them other than buying them. And you can kind of rep the team that you want or the color that you want. South Korea has the best color out of all of them, and it sucks. LA has 2 teams though, so that's kind of cool. So I got 2 people to root for.
Doesn't California have like 3 or 4 altogether?
Yes. Next.
Marvel Studios has attached writer Jack Schaefer to the standalone Black Widow film to create the script. While not greenlit, this shows signs of the film becoming a reality.
They should have went to Netflix.
What?
Netflix, you're greenlit.
Oh. I was like, that would be so rude to do that to Black Widow to make it a Netflix movie. I mean, this is good. You're a little late here, Marvel. Honestly, you should have been done this, 5 years ago. But this is, I suppose, better late than never.
So what I'm seeing here, at least to me, is it looks like it's like they were kind of iffy on having a woman, a lead film, and Wonder Woman comes out. And it's not like, oh, Wonder Woman's out? Okay, we need to make a Black Widow movie now. They've kind of been thinking about it, kind of know. Then they see Wonder Woman and its success, and they go, okay, I guess it's okay. I guess we can start looking into it.
It's a craptastic way to look at this.
It is. But, I mean, nothing happens with Black Widow until Wonder Woman wins a tomato award or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they see Black Widow as like a lead character that people want to go see.
I could see that. She doesn't out of the movies. What does she really do?
They don't show her do what she's good at.
Yeah, that's true.
Some getting real low.
She's a spy. Like, let her be a spy, and she was a previous assassin.
And
all right, guys. Well, that is our speed run. Hopefully, you enjoyed. Give us some quick news for next week's speed run. You can add that in and use it for discussion.
Yeah, you said all the games right today. Well, we got one more, I guess.
Name the game. 3 games, 2 hosts, and clues that lead to correct answers. Use your wits, match the clues. Name the game.
Let's go, Johnny.
Let's go.
Garrett. That's me.
That's not what he meant.
Let's
get it done.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Good luck to us.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah. You guys know me. I'm
Make sure
your
you have-
favorite clue giver here.
Yeah, make sure you have 8 clues ready.
Yeah, apparently I need to. First game. You were created to stop evil.
Metal Gear.
Wrong.
Oh, what is the name of that game? That's in my mind. Okay, Scribblenauts.
No. When you defeat a man, you get his power.
Crackdown.
No.
I don't know, man. Super Princess Peach.
No. She was created to stop people. If you find yourself just out of reach of your goal, try to rush.
Gravity Rush.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Mega Man.
There you go.
Yay!
Mega Man. All right, that is 1 Johnny.
All right.
That's not cool. You played me.
I gave you Rush. I thought you would have it.
You played me.
The last clue. You've heard of Jumpman, but what about Jump and Shoot Man? All right, game number 2. This game is set in the year 2161.
Metro.
No. Nice, though.
Metroid.
No. America is at war with themselves, with the Atlantic against the Pacific.
Crisis.
Wrong.
I don't know. Battlefield.
Wrong. You play as Sergeant Jet Brody, a man from the Pacific fighting with a unique weapon that can both raise and lower the ground.
Oh, Fracture.
There you go.
I saw the box, I couldn't think of the game.
All right, scores 1-1. No skunks today.
Not today.
But who takes it?
Joshua.
We'll find out with game number 3. This war has lasted for ages between 3 clans.
StarCraft.
Wrong. Ooh, nice though.
For Honor.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Good job, dude.
I was playing the trailer in my head, and I knew what it was because he's like 3 clans. I'm like, they're fighting.
Good job.
That's my 3-peat. Give it to me.
I'll give you that dub, man. You earned that. No shit in that one. Sometimes you guys irk me, but that was well done.
Was that? Thank you. Was it well done for Joshua?
Well done for you as well, sir.
Thank you.
I'll give you your rare prop there.
Yeah,
it's well done.
Didn't been anybody over in?
Nope.
That was watching this. That was all.
It's not that hard, Garrett.
Actually, yeah. Well, for Garrett, this is hard to do for some reason.
But cool.
God, I thought I had that StarCraft one.
When you said that, I'm like, oh wow, that is
It's right on the money.
That's a good one. That's a good guess.
I was like, ding, but all right.
Like, that's not what I wrote, but I'll give it to you.
Well, good job, Joshua, man. You got your 3-peat. I'm proud of you, bro.
For once in a while.
You've never had one before. You had no clue what that was like.
Not in this game. I had one trivia, didn't I?
I have no clue. I haven't updated the spreadsheet in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats. All right. Well, that is it, guys, for our games, and we are going to the next segment. All right. It's time for listener mail. We read mail. That's it.
You struggle every time.
From listeners.
We need a theme song for this, like Blue's Clues does.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. No, it doesn't mesh.
All right. Go ahead, Garrett.
Email number 1 is from Jorge.
We just got it.
Jorge and or George says, it's interesting how quickly over the last year, how much Nintendo has begun to really dominate this market. This last Nintendo Direct gave us a ton of great content to start off this year. What can Sony and Microsoft do at this point to catch up? That's our mood music.
I've never heard you beatbox before. You're gonna crop and edit. I couldn't even listen to Garrett. I was listening to you the whole time.
Anyway,
he's like,
I heard.
What's he doing?
I heard.
I was putting in the background music.
Let's see how it sounds.
We'll be good. I was pretty low.
I couldn't focus.
Yeah, you know what though, Jorge? I think you're right. I think that it's gonna be difficult.
Still doing this? Jorge versus George. You guys are still doing
His name is Jorge.
Sure.
Good God.
I've always said his name was Jorge.
Okay, good.
I heard
Not-
You were. I said Jorge and or George,
Okay.
but I've always been in the Jorge camp.
Sorry.
And I've been told you guys are like, oh, it's George.
Jorge. No, I've
I
never
don't know.
said that.
You said
Jorge.
George.
Oh my gosh, I have
We have it.
Jorge. No, we don't. We do not.
We do.
Go find it then. Tell me where I said it's George.
All right, I got 64 episodes to listen to.
Go find it, yes. Because he's emailed a few times. We have a few people that hit us up, but Jorge, I'm sorry, man. Like, why can't Garrett get your name right? I don't know.
Maybe next time, email the pronunciation.
All right. Poor guy. He's a stalwart listener. We're just over here butchering his name.
I've always said Jorge. Anyway.
You know what? You're right. It's going to take some work for Microsoft and Sony to catch up after just really having a rough, maybe not for Sony a rough year, but for Microsoft a rough year. And Nintendo came out the gates just hot fire.
Yeah, and still going.
Yeah, even after the Nintendo Direct, there is some good stuff there. I don't know how much that's going to really translate to new sales. It might help people who already have a Switch, but what's going to propel people? I don't know if that's going to do
There's
this.
at least 4.8 million people that have a Switch.
Right.
I mean, of course they want to sell more, but that's pretty damn good.
That is good. I'm not saying it's not, but I mean, even throughout that, like we're looking at the fact that 4.8 million Switches were sold. There were way more PS4 sold last year than that. If you think about that.
Oh, PS4's been out longer.
Right? No. But year to year, like in the same
I see what
time
you're saying.
period that that Switches were sold, yes, it did amazingly well. But there were still more PS4 sold.
Seeing a certain competitor outside of this conversation.
Well, Microsoft, sure, yeah.
No, they haven't sold nothing because they just they don't have anything. The Xbox keeps messaging me stupid codes for Forza. I don't care about your damn Forza code. Stop trying to do me a favor. I'm not playing Forza. Give me some $5 Xbox money or something.
Do you even own Forza?
No. Why are you messaging me for it? To try to get me to buy it so I can use my Halo racing suit?
Why are you? Wait, they're giving something for free, Garrett. Why are you mad about that?
It's something I don't want.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it's free.
It is free. Doesn't mean I want it. That's why I don't download games that are free.
Yeah, but
See, you're going with you're complaining to Nintendo.
you're complaining too right now.
It's different.
No, it's not
different.
different. It's not different.
I don't want.
I don't
your
even
free
own
mail.
this game. Why are you giving me this free stuff?
It's not that I don't. It's that I
don't
don't want
want
to own
your
the
free
game.
stuff.
It's different when you get free stuff, and I want. If you're giving me free stuff and I want the game, I'll buy the game. I'm not going to complain. Why didn't you just give me the game? I'll buy the game to use the free stuff that you gave me. But some people are unhappy that you get a season pass.
I didn't want that.
You didn't want Mario Kart.
No.
Yeah.
Or I would've bought it.
That's why it was a problem for you.
No.
You're like, why didn't you just give me Forza?
That's why you're upset about it.
I'm in the same boat you are. Where I didn't care or want to buy this game, but they gave me something free for it that I could not use.
See that? Okay, now I know what the whole feuding thing was about.
So this is the same situation. I didn't want Mario Kart.
Okay, listeners, you won't
How's
know
it not
yet.
the same?
You won't know yet.
It's the same thing. I didn't want Mario Kart. I still don't own it.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing, dude. You didn't want Forza. I don't want Mario Kart. They're literally both driving games.
It's the same thing.
And you are upset that you got driving DLC. I'm upset I got driving DLC and I can't use it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, but one of the driving games is much better than the other.
Wow, that's your personal opinion.
Yeah. For listeners, Johnny got free DLC for Mario Kart 8, but he didn't get Mario Kart 8.
And he's complaining to Nintendo why they didn't give him Mario Kart 8.
Yes, I would agree with that statement.
Thank you.
If Nintendo directly is giving you Mario Kart 8 DLC, they should give you the game.
They don't have to give you anything.
Hold on, this was at an event for them. This was at a Nintendo like event, and they did it. And they gave everyone in attendance something that most of us didn't own, and they knew it.
Nintendo, the only thing Nintendo gave for free
that entire thing.
Event. It was like Monster Hunter and then Nintendo Mario Kart DLC.
So
they did give you a game.
So just give me, don't give me the DLC.
An irrelevant game. Like you get a 3DS game and then DLC for a Wii U game.
But they gave you a game.
I'm not upset. Okay, hold on. Microsoft gives you 4 free games every month.
They're not free. I have to be a member of Xbox Live.
That you choose to do. So it is free because you're not paying for the free games as a member. You're paying for the service to play online, and you also receive free games.
Not the same.
It is the same, dude.
I think the con play is they're giving you free DLC to say, hey, go buy our game.
Yeah. It could be argued that, and it probably is. But I'm not going to complain to Nintendo for giving me DLC that for a game I don't have. And they don't have to give me anything.
And yet you'll complain. You'll complain about Microsoft doing
because they're messaging me and it's bothering me in the middle of my game, and I'm thinking I got a cool message or something.
Turn off notifications.
Maybe I will. Then my complaints will stop. So mine's fixable.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
So yeah, Sony and Microsoft, I don't know what they're gonna do to catch up.
Wow. All right, email number 2, Joshua.
Oh, let me. Sorry, my phone timed out with all the fun stuff we were talking about. Email number 2 is from Jojo, my bro.
Cool name.
Awesome. Jojo, my bro says it's pretty cool how Black Mirror has kickstarted a bunch of Funhouse mirrors, similar shows like Dimension 404, Lore, Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams, and a bunch of others. Have you guys heard of any of these?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
I've not heard of a single one. This type of TV storytelling one-shots is quickly becoming a trend. You guys should check those out. Sorry, I'm butchering all these.
Yes, you are.
Emails. and for the record, like you guys had like a 20-minute like splurge-isode on Black Mirror, like at the end of last, Yes, I was listening. Thanks for the shout-outs. You gave me a couple shout-outs throughout the way.
Yeah,
but I was,
you're welcome.
Joshua, he's so upset. We're going to be talking. I didn't care. It was fun to listen to. And no, I'm probably not going to watch Black Mirror anytime soon.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, that's why we talked about
Tiffany
it.
doesn't want to watch it. She's not into horror type of stuff.
Okay, one, it's not horror.
It's not.
2, you can watch things without Tiffany.
I can't turn the TV on.
Once again, you didn't let. See, this is why we had the issue with Vivi, because she didn't let me
Women
finish
are
one.
not dogs.
First of all, that's not what I said. You. Secondly, again, I didn't get to finish my point. I had a theme. I was gonna get somewhere. I was going to point B, but instead you drill dozed and bulldozed my whatever. I don't even know where I'm going. VV 2.0 over here.
All right. So these are actually shows I think I will check out. I've heard of Lore. Lore is a podcast. I've listened to a couple episodes. It's very much like another podcast I listened to. I think maybe Garrett, you might have listened to Myths and Legends as well, possibly.
Myths and Legends, but they're not on here.
Right. Lore is like Myths and Legends.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Myths and Legends is actually really good. They actually have a second podcast that writer, producer, editor, and host has made called Fictional, which is very similar to Myth and Legends, but I'm actually very excited for these shows. Philip K. Dick is a prolific writer. Some of the biggest movies of all time have been adapted from his books. There's a lot. Crap. I'm blanking here. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Erased.
No. Erased?
Day 6.
Erased is not.
But there's the Eraser.
Eraser.
Yeah, Erased is an anime.
It's an anime. Try to one-up me.
I did, because you got it wrong.
I knew. It wasn't like I made the mistake of not knowing what was what, but I called it wrong, and then I fixed it.
You didn't fix it. I fixed it at the same time, and you still said it wrong.
No, he said Eraser.
No, he didn't. He said Erased.
And then he said Eraser right after that.
But he still made a mistake. Whether or not he fixed it, the mistake was made.
Anyway.
So, anyway, you were wrong, and I'm going to make sure you know.
Move on. We've argued these past 2 emails.
Good. I can't think of... wow. Mars gets his mind erased. What
you mean Total Recall?
There we go. Total Recall is based off one of his books.
Yeah. That mistake.
I wasn't a mistake. I just couldn't think of it. I didn't say erase.
You said the name of the movie wrong. Garrett said the name of the movie
wrong. What movie did I say wrong?
You said Mars.
No. I was giving you hints. Mars. Oh. He was on blah, blah, blah. Not a mistake. That was a description.
Sounded like you're like Mars.
Okay. Dimension 404, Lore. Are these podcasts? Are these books?
No, these are all shows that are very much in the same vein as Black Mirror.
Man, are they like on network? Is it streaming on Amazon? Do we know?
Dimension 404 is Hulu. Lore is on Netflix. Philip K. Dick. Electric Dream. I want to say that's Amazon.
Okay. So I know where to check these out.
Yeah. So cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jojo, my bro. You didn't put your name, so I had to use your email. So cool. All right. Moving on. Last week's listener question, which is like 3 weeks ago.
Question
3 weeks ago.
Last year's listener question.
New Year's resolution. My resolution is to... I have a lot of New Year's resolutions. I guess just walk my dogs and see if I can get that done.
That's a good one.
Is that last year's?
It was last year's.
5 times a week was last year's?
Yeah, it didn't happen. So let's shoot for like 3 or 4 times a week this year and be more realistic.
No, pick one. 3 or 4.
3 or 4 is probably what I'm going to say.
I don't care for New Year's resolutions. Not for some reason like VV, like, oh, when I need to make a change, I just make a change.
You just like to stay the same person and make no enhancements to yourself. Just be Garrett.
Pretty much, exactly. If I do have to make one, to satiate anybody, I'm going to try and beat more games. I tend to fall off right at the end for a lot of games. By the way, Joshua, Fire Emblem Echoes is still in sleep mode. Yeah, it's been 3-4 months. Mm-hmm. I'm right at the end and just, I don't know, in my mind, maybe I'm like, oh, if I don't beat it, the experience is always there. That's not how it works. So.
No, especially on a game like a strategy game.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and just beat more games.
Nice. Have you played Metroid yet? Did you finish Metroid?
No, because I have not turned off. Gosh. I have not turned off Fire Emblem.
Is the battery dead yet?
That's what I'm kind of afraid of. It's in sleep mode. It's fine on the charger.
You got to jump.
It's in sleep mode on the charger.
Jump on that Metroid. I know you'll finish that one. I mean, I hope
it's Metroid. I got to play it.
Yeah. I'm the same. Not much for New Year's resolutions. I do want to be healthier this year as far as eating habits. Less junk food, less, I don't really drink a lot of soda at all, but cut that back just to get off that train. More juices, more water, probably a lot of Gatorade, because that's what I drink half the time. Can't tell you if that's better or not.
It's
got
not.
sugar,
Get Propel.
Juice
It's better
has
than
more
water.
sugar.
vitamin
So-
water.
Yeah, vitamin water has a lot of sugar too.
50 cent.
Yeah. The goal is to be a good boyfriend this year. A great boyfriend.
Aw.
Be the man.
All right.
Do the right
cool.
thing.
All right. What is next week's listener question?
It's a good question. What is next week's listener question? So, I want to know what game, the number one game, if you were to look forward to a game, what game would you want to be the best game? Like your hope for game of the year.
Okay, what game in 2018 is the one you're looking for? The best game in 2018 for you? Most
Yeah,
anticipated.
your hope to be
Most anticipated game in 2018.
Yeah.
Perfect. Boom. That's next week's listener question. Knock that out, guys. Email us contact@scspodcast.net or reach out to us and let us know that answer on Twitter at Super Co-op Squad. End game boss fight time. So we give each other bosses to fight or situations to get out of, and we figured out on next week's episode. Meanwhile, we'll solve last week's, 3 weeks ago's boss fights, and we'll go over our lives. I have no clue what I was given 3
You
weeks
don't
ago.
Absolutely
Absolutely not.
I remember because
You remember because I told you right before we started.
maybe Johnny, you had to fight a giant rock'em sock'em robot using the Kinect sensor.
All right. Well, this is am I in the fight though? Like, do I have to
Yes, that's what the Kinect sensor was. You got to jump, dodge, and
Alright.
rattle them up.
Well, no worries.
Fisticuffs.
No worries. I spent many years honing my punch out skills. I'm one of the best at it. So, just turn on that soundtrack and just, dodge, dodge, dodge. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Yeah. Meh, 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 meh. So I'd have no problem beating a rockin' sock'em robot. And just put it in work. 1-2 punch, find the combo that works, use a star and just knock him out. So that's it. That is it for me. Yeah, the week has been pretty mellow. Playing a game called Hammer Watch. Played some of that. Nice little fun roguelike type game. Still knocking that out. Playing some Magic, new set released. Rivals of Ixalan. I'm gonna be hitting that up as soon as it comes to Magic Online. Yeah, so those two things are pretty good. Haven't bought any other AAA games in the beginning of January, but I will be picking up both DBZ Fighters and Monster Hunter World. So in 13 days time, I'll be, I guess 10 by the time you listen to this, I'll be playing those games.
Question. You going to be picking up Street Fighter Arcade Edition?
No,
Your girl comes out in a week, man.
I'll just download it. Isn't she downloadable?
Part of the season.
That's right. You do own Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I already
don't you?
own 5. So.
I'm like, he doesn't own 5. He said he would never own it.
No, I owned it once my girl Buki Baby came out.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, she comes out 16th
And
with the big patch update.
yeah, man. So that's cool. That's my week.
All right. Let's see. My boss fight. I have to play laser tag against Deadshot, Bullseye, and Deathstroke. I choose one teammate, and the loser blows up. So I choose Bullseye because no matter what team I'm on, we're losing. I can't beat any of these guys in laser tag, and I don't like Bullseye. So we're gonna blow up, and I get what I want in the end.
To die? Or
Well, except for no, Bullseye's dead.
So you pick. So your only goal was to pick the guy you hated the most, so he must die with you.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to be. I'm thinking, okay, if I want to win, Deadshot because he doesn't miss. I miss. I get shot. They're trained assassins. I can't not get shot by Deadshot.
Just be a decoy.
Or Deathstroke, Bullseye. I can't not get shot by these people. We're dying. We're done. I don't like you, Bullseye. Welcome to the team.
Block your targets or something. I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
Hey, man.
All right.
We can't do another one because in the future, all your episodes are canon.
Yeah, my episodes are canon. So you guys gather the 7 Dragon Balls. Bring me back.
You think I'd wish for you back if I had the 7 Dragon Balls?
That's
Yeah.
cold.
No,
That's a cold world.
I wouldn't even think of it.
Remember, you get 3
get-
wishes with the new Earth Dragon Balls.
You might get possibly thought about on
What?
third wish.
If Krillin can get wished back, I think Garrett can get wished back. Here's high hopes for you, man.
Krillin can fly. Can you fly?
I can fall with style.
I thought there was gonna be a Dumbo reference.
I don't know if that can be my wish, man.
All right, my week. Not much happened. Just a whole bunch of Overwatch. Getting a lot more of that in. A new event should be starting soon. Not exactly sure if it's in January or the beginning of February, but it's the Chinese New Year. I think this is Year of the Dog. So we'll see what happens. Looking forward to seeing new skins. There's those new Blizzard skins coming at some point. Early 2018, they say. So looking forward to that in the new Blizzard World map. Other than Overwatch, not much else. I'm just still in that period waiting for Monster Hunter.
Nice. All right, JG, your turn, man.
All right, Garrett, give me my description.
All right, your boss fight.
You're excited to read it.
It is. I think it's a rather fun one. So Akuma has an interview. He has a job interview, but he's got all that hair and everything. He's not looking presentable. So you have to give John. I don't know what Johnny's doing here. He has a minion beanie and he has pulled it all over his face. I can see other eyes, so I assume it's reversible, and you can be Kevin or whatever the hell their names are. Anyway,
Trying to be Daredevil? I don't know.
I don't know what he's trying to do. He looks creepy.
Daredevil minion?
He looks really creepy. Anywho, so you have to give Akuma a haircut for his job interview, but he doesn't want a haircut. So good luck.
Are you trying to be Akuma or something? I don't even know what he's doing. This is really weird.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at him.
It's a good idea.
So I'm going to the tournament, right? The Street Fighter tournament, and I'm. Can you stop, man? Can you even see through that? How many fingers am I holding up? None, man.
This is great for audio.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the only you two are the ones that are like talking.
I'm not being a creep about it, like all up in my face while I'm trying to get my boss
I'm
fight.
just listening intently to you.
with your evil eyes staring at me. So Kuma's in this tournament, right? He's fighting Ryu. Ryu knocks him out, right? He's like, and he's knocked down on the floor, right? And he's done. He's cold turkey, right? So I just go over there, Edward Scissorhands, a snip, 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 snip. Clean shaven, haircut. He's ready for that interview.
There you go. All right. That'll work. He's unconscious.
My job is good. I saved myself. I was worried for a second. He's got a lot of hair.
I mean, that's assuming though that, Ryu can beat Akuma. I don't know if he can.
He can.
You think he can?
He can.
Okay.
It's a tough battle, but he can.
I don't think he could win personally. But okay.
He's got the power of the Satsu no Hado.
He's won multiple times against Akuma. Like in canon.
When?
Movies, animated movies.
Which movie is this?
The one that came out with Street Fighter 4.
Did they fight each other?
They do fight each other.
Ties that mind?
And he almost, Ryu almost gets taken over by the evil
Satsui no Hado.
Yep. And doesn't, and then defeats Akuma.
Okay, well, good. Awesome.
Canon.
Cool.
All right. My week, besides recovering half the time, which was crappy, so Tiffany wants to go see the new Maze Runner movie, which means that I in turn need to watch the Maze Runner movies. I saw the first one the other day. It wasn't that bad.
That's the best
I'll
one.
give it like a 7. The best one out of 2.
You are generous?
Are you saying me or Garrett?
I'm saying you.
As Garrett says, it's the best one out of the 2.
You're saying it gets
That
a
doesn't
7.
mean it's good.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen.
No, but that movie's like a 6, man. Like,
No, that goes to Fantastic Beasts.
No, that movie, I can't talk about that movie. Chandler's going to rip me a new one. So I saw that movie. It was all right. Now I got to somehow watch the second movie to get prepared to watch the third movie. So I'll do that. I finally finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with a clock time of, drum roll, 175 hours.
Why did you eat my fries?
What?
he has no clue. Just let's keep going.
Okay. 175 hours.
It's a lot of time, man.
In 5.5 weeks? Yeah.
It's like you don't sleep, eat, or work.
No, I do all those things, and I still make time. Apparently, I'm gonna take a break from games for like a couple weeks
until Monster Hunter World comes out and DBZ Fighters.
Until the update of Street Fighter 5, and then so that's in like 3 days.
All right,
I'm gonna take a couple weeks off until 3 days from now. That game.
Take a couple weeks and just kind of compound that down to the 3 days, 72 hours time.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean.
Cool.
Monster Hunter looks alright. I'm gonna have to buy it because I got outvoted.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy it.
Dragon Ball, I'm looking forward to that one. There's not really any movies coming out for the next.
Not
I mean, Black Panther, next month. So look forward to that. And that's all I got this week.
Cool, man. All right. So, Garrett, you have to, all right. You are in a staring contest with, let's see, who? You're in a staring contest with Master Chief. His helmet's off. You can see his face for the first time.
Ooh.
And each of you has a rubber band on your fingers. And you get to take that rubber band, pull it back, and flick him in the eye. And as long as he doesn't like flinch away, he does it back to you. He flicks you in the eye. And the first one to give up, well, they get eaten by a flood monster. So how do you beat the man himself, Master Chief? Master
Chief.
Alrighty. So that's my boss fight. Joshua.
See.
You have to fight Johnny's stupid beanie. Like, burn it or something. The only way you can win
This is like the fourth trivia we've had, or I'm sorry,
in-game boss fight?
In-game boss fight that has to do with like headwear. What are you gonna do, Joshua? What are you gonna do?
The only way to defeat it is to burn it. So,
all right.
Burn it.
All right.
All right, Joshua, what do you got?
Johnny, you're stuck in a pinball table. Like, in the pinball table. You have to escape the pinball table. Gotta dodge the flippers, bumpers, and the triple ball. Gotta escape the pinball table. And you can't just like find the coin slot and jump out of the coin slot. You can't just do that.
All right.
You gotta beat the game.
I'll work on it.
I don't even know if you can win a pinball game.
You can beat pinball.
Yeah,
you can beat your score.
But Johnny has to figure it out.
All right, cool.
The boss fight.
Those are our boss fights for this week. All right, guys. Well, as always, this is the end of the episode. We thank you for listening. Appreciate you stopping by with us, having some fun. Before we get out of here, if you'd like to help out the show, you can do that in one or more of several ways. Your choice there. And let people know about us, friends, family. You're talking on social media, people looking for some good material or podcasts. Shoot them a link, give them our name. We'd really appreciate that, guys. We've had a lot of success in 2017 because of you guys and kind of talking with us, having fun with us, and listening. So continue that, please, for us. We would really appreciate it. Drop us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you might be listening to the podcast, iHeartRadio, whatever. We would really love you to do that. It helps people find us and know that we're a kick-ass podcast. We have a lot of fun, and hopefully you do too. Also subscribe. Doing that's going to make sure that you get every episode. It also helps us get a little bit more attention, a little bit higher on the rankings there on iTunes, which is definitely good for the podcast. And of course, lastly, if you have some time, go to patreon.com/Super Co-op Squad. You can go ahead and subscribe, become a patron there for $1 or more a month. Your choice as far as what you'd like to give to help the show out. Goes to all the costs that are involved in making this podcast. We'd love for you guys to become a patron of the show, and you get a couple extra goodies for doing that, guys. As always, though, thank you for listening. And if you want to chat with us, you can do so with the group at Super Co-op Squad. You can reach us all individually. You can find me at JohnnyMac24.
You can find me at GJL3275.
Good job for remembering, Garrett.
Thank
Joshua _4_life.
It's almost like you say it every week.
Almost.
It is. All right, guys. Well, that's our show. As always, I'm Johnny Mac.
I'm Garrett.
And I'm back.
Peace.
I'm Joshua.